Good morning, Guardians. The Hedgehog Gamer here, and it's Wednesday. When did it become Wednesday? I don't know. I suddenly realized that it was Wednesday, and I do have a weekly reset video for you. I also have the Challenge of the Elders bosses. Now, I did not post a video of me doing the Challenge of the Elder bosses because I didn't finish it Anyway, when I get to Challenge of the Elders, I will let you know what is going on with Challenge of the Elders, but I do have the bosses for you. Anyway, this weekend, as you can see, based on the map, the original Destiny, the first Destiny, my favorite Destiny. What is going on in this world? And don't worry, I will be making, at the very least, a legendary weapon roll video. Still hoping I will try to make the the armor rolls, plus I actually have a whole bunch of videos I want to make. Anyway, that aside, let's see what's going on in this solar system, or as we call it in Warframe, the origin system, which doesn't make sense because they never really go beyond the origin system. Here's that. Anyway. Ooh, so for Crucible, we have one of my favorites, the Insanity and the Chaos known as Mayhem Clash. 6v6 team deathmatch, where everything is just insane, obscene, out of control, crazy ass chaos. Enjoy yourselves, Guardians, and yes, we definitely do. I like Mayhem Clash. I like Mayhem. I never take it seriously. It's just fun insanity. The other thing I like, which is one of my few things I actually like that they added to Destiny 2, is Scorched. Because Scorch Cannons. Scorch Cannons! So you get a Treasure of Ages box and 10 legendary marks for doing one round of Mayhem Clash. Good luck finding matchmaking. This is the one thing that matchmaking is iffy. Everything else seems to have decent matchmaking. It's just Mayhem Clash that seems to have issues. Anyway, next we have the weekly story playlist, and one of my favorite things in Destiny. Yes, I like to play the story missions. I actually enjoy playing the story missions, and it is a great way to farm legendary marks. Now we have what is known as Dark Champions. Dark Champions means just basically several of the bosses, so like the Echo of Oryx, the Crystal with Crota's Soul, those kinds of things. That's why it's not everything out of, say, the Taken King. It's just Dark Champions. Yeah, I remember doing the one that's on the moon where you go down and you have to defeat the crystal. Or the one they have, yeah, those sort of missions. So the modifiers are heroic. You will always have heroic. Enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. And you have arc burn. And you have small arms, which means if you do have Zalo Supercell or Necrochasm, as you can see, both of them are arc. I like Necrochasm. Kills with this weapon trigger a cursed thrall explosion. I love Necrochasm. Look, I know it's not a very good weapon. That is beside the point. It is a fun weapon. And there are weapons in Destiny that are just fun weapons. It doesn't matter if they're good. That's why sometimes I've gone into the Crucible just playing crazy ass insanity, because fun weapons. So you go with Necrochasm, you go with Zalo Supercell. They're both primary weapons, so you have small arms. That will be awesome. It's Dark Champions. As I've said, this is the best way to farm legendary marks. Just make sure that you are not at 200. I am at 200, which means if I do anything, I will not get legendary marks. So just a reminder, always reminding people, once you get to 200, you need to start spending some of those legendary marks. Watch someone's legendary weapon roll video and buy a couple weapons that way. Actually, you can only buy one because it's 150 per weapon, but so if you do you can get up to over 100 legendary marks a week. You do it 5 times, you get a Treasure of Ages box. Treasure of Ages boxes are the best source for silver dust, and the silver dust is great for ornaments and other items from the silver dust store in the tower, the reef, or the Iron Temple. Alright, next we have the SIVA Crisis Heroic, which I will say I have always been matched with people. The majority of the time when I've started it, I've been with people. There's once or twice where it takes a couple minutes and people join me, but in general, I've always been with people. which surprises me. I thought, you know, I would finally be able to do these solo. I have begged Bungie for years to make the strikes like firewallable, and you can do them by yourself. There's a trick on PlayStation how to do it. It involves changing the date on your console. Anyway, the modifiers are heroic, so enemies appear in greater numbers and are more aggressive. Then you have void burn, and you have small arms. I know there are void primary weapons. I just don't have any. They're in the raids. I need to get them, but I don't have them. So small arms, void burn, at the very least, equip a void secondary. I don't have any of those primary void weapons. And finally, chaff, player radar is disabled. Honestly, unless I'm in Crucible, I really don't notice this. It's also in Challenge of the Elders, and I didn't even realize it because I barely pay attention to that. So, Evil Crisis Heroic, not the best way to earn legendary marks, but personally, I think that Destiny 1 had better strikes and more creative strikes, but that's just me. I know there are some decent ones in Destiny 2, and they're bringing Destiny 1 Destiny strikes into Destiny 2. So you get 30 legendary marks and a Treasure of Ages box, which to me seems kind of interesting because the strikes take a little more effort to do. Anyway, then we have weekly Nightfall strike. The weekly Nightfall, ooh, I just noticed one of the modifiers, is the Echo, not the Winter's Run, the Echo Chamber. Now, if I recall, the Echo Chamber is the one that was a PlayStation exclusive initially. It's the one with the boss that has the barrier. I did solo this one. There are these snipers that you have to be careful of when you get to the boss that are standing on pillars. I remember them. I did go as I believe I went Void Burn, because then I could use my smoke grenades to move, because you have to move this like arc charge from one spot to the other. So I ran Void, I believe, and yeah, it wasn't that bad. Oy vey, contacting Destiny servers. Now, the modifiers for the Nightfall are Daybreak, which is awesome. The darkness grows stronger, so do you. Or from a fire team of 3, and unleash your light with greatly increased ability recharge. This is awesome. This is just awesome. I love Daybreak. It's just cool to have your super up so often. Then you have Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. You have Brawler. Grenade. Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Then you have Berserk. Minions of the Darkness won't flinch even after massive damage. Which, since this isn't a Cabal mission, and there are no Cabal in this, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, flinching still helps, but I rely more on flinching against Cabal with real shields. Yeah, Dominus Gaul, your troops don't have real shields. They suck. And Void Burn. So, yeah, I would run Void, because then you could use the invisibility. But, I don't know. I'm also playing a lot of other games, and God of War is coming out, which means I have to finish God of War because of Ragnarok. A reminder, do not forget to pick up the bounties from Zavala. Zavala has 3 weekly Nightfall bounties. You need to remember to pick them up. Oddly, I still have them. Okay, I have not done any Nightfalls, but they run 2, 3. These with the small shield in the middle are the weekly bounties you pick up from Zavala. The rest of these are the ones that you pick up from the bounty board. So just don't forget to pick those up. So that is the Vanguard Nightfall. Challenge of the Elders. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. It's just annoying. Like, there's a difference between difficult bosses and annoying bosses. Now, we have Chaff, which isn't a big deal. I didn't even notice it. Then you have Super Kill Bonus, which... and Specialist. Special weapon damage is favored, which I actually set up a helmet that has super energy from special weapon kills on Minions of the Darkness. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because from what I can tell, it didn't work. My initial run, I tried to go as a Night Stalker because I was told that your bow would work for super kill bonuses. Super kill bonus. That didn't happen. I did get a bonus for generating an orb that I can't use because this is original Destiny, where even if you created orb, you can't use it. You have to use other people's orbs. You don't even see them. So I was running Bad Juju and Night Stalker, and I figured that would work. And I didn't get any bonus points for my super kills using like tethered enemies. So I just went back to Golden Gun. The bosses were these bosses that you don't really get very often too. So you have the Hive, the Wretched Knight, Dark Blade of the Hive, which you don't get very often. So there's enough similarity between the not Taken Hive and the Taken Hive, because you have those wizards, that you kind of, because you don't do it, at least for me, I don't do it very often, keep forgetting about the, you know, the funky grenade thingies that just spawn in, and if they spawn in on top of you, yeah. Don't forget the 2 wizards. So it was the Wretched Knight, Dark Blade of the Hive. The second one was the Taken Fallen, Kexis the Betrayed, who's just a pain in the rear to deal with. Let me know in the comments below. I know there's a trick to dealing with his super absorb. You know, he absorbs the light. I know there's a way. I have every time, because he comes up so rarely, I tell myself every time he does come up, I will look into it, then I forget. But there is a way to deal with it. Those vandals are a pain in the ass. Like, that's why. Yes, Buster. She suddenly just appeared. Those vandals are so annoying. And then the constant whooshing sound of the attack, it's just tedious. It's not like what's his name? Val Araun, who's difficult. No, he's just annoying. And finally, secondary weapon kill bonus. Not kill bonus. Secondary weapon kills boost on it. Oh god, my brain is freezing. But the last one is secondary weapon focus. So you do more damage with your secondary weapon, which is why I went with the helmet that generates super energy for secondary weapon kills. Anyway, hopefully this will come up so I can give you the raid boss. Oh wait, I didn't give you the third one. The third boss was a Vex. Not Taken Vex, just Vex. So it's the Minotaur in the middle with all of the with the attack that you have to make sure you're behind the wall before it's like that attack that you have to be behind the wall or you get trapped. Yeah. Piece of cake. Add the secondary weapon boost and you can snipe him in the you know, the crit spot, in addition to not me, anyway. Actually it is me. My internet is down. It's interesting. So, unfortunately, I cannot give you a name of... I can't tell you what raid it is. I will put it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, joy. This is odd. This is really, really odd. My internet normally does not cut out on me like this. So, this is me. So, let me be clear. This is me. I will try to upload this video as soon as I can, and I will include in the pinned comment what is the weekly raid. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the tower.